Guys, well played, Scott. Manchester United have an incredible history at this stadium. Feel great to add another chapter to that history.
Yeah, we started the game really, really well, I thought, and then obviously they're a really, really good team with top players, and they came back into the game and caused us problems. But it was a credit to the lads at the back who were immense, to be fair, especially Harry and Raphael. Top level performance, and deserve one in the end.
Harry, immense.
Yeah,
Kind words.
nice words from Scott. Yeah, I think he summed it up pretty well. I think we started the game really well. We scored a deserved lead, I think, and then the tempo of our pressing dropped off a little bit. We weren't aggressive enough. We allowed them back in the game and obviously conceded from a set play, which is really disappointing when you come to a place like this. So no, we've got to do better on that respect, but great spirit, great fight from the lads to come back into the game, and obviously Scott with a match winner again.
Is there a better feeling than celebrating a late winner in front of the away supporters like that?
No, obviously it's an amazing feeling. We'd like to make it a little bit more easy for ourselves. But obviously Scott's come on in numerous games this year and made the difference for us. So we've got players on the bench. It's a big squad, and we know that we've got players off the bench who can come on and make the difference. And we had to dig deep in that second half. We were under pressure, a lot of corners and set plays for them that they caused the problems from. And no, I think we dug deep in the end and deserved the win.
Yeah, so coming off the bench to score these goals, Scott, Brentford, Wolves today, I don't know if I'm missing some, but just tell us your mentality. Obviously, you're not in the starting 11, you're disappointed, but that mentality to still think, OK, I can affect this, I can still help my team.
Yeah, I feel like just as long as I'm fit and I know that I'm healthy in terms of when I come onto the pitch, I can perform, then I'll just keep going and trying to do what I'm doing. Like, I don't take it too personal that I'm not playing at the minute. I just want to come on and give my best to this club, and I always have done. So, yeah, just want to keep helping the team as much as I can, and long may that continue.
Tell us about the goal, because it was a fearsome header, but did it owe a lot to a great ball in from Diogo? Yeah,
it was an unbelievable cross, to be fair. It was with a lot of pace, and obviously I just needed to hit my head and make sure I got it on target, and then it was a goal. So with a lot of pace, and obviously I just needed to hit my head and make sure I got it on target, and then it was a goal. So full credit to the boys attacking wise as well. We created some good chances as well, which might go unnoticed.
Yeah. How key was it? I've called you immense in his first answer, but from set pieces today, did you know quite early on, or maybe even from the game plan before the match, that there was maybe a bit of a mismatch for you attacking corners?
Yeah, I think both teams caused problems from set plays, to be honest. I don't think both teams was the best defending them and attacking them. They was aggressive. I got a couple of first contacts in the first half. I wasn't sure if it was offside or not. It must have been tight with Rasmus. He wasn't sure either. So those problems as well. They got the equaliser with the set as well. But I think, listen, set plays are part of football. They decide big matches nowadays. And quite frankly, over the last couple of years, this club, we've not been enough at them attacking and defending. So we need to improve that. And if we do, we'll climb up the table.
Lastly, in terms of that, in terms of climbing the table, in terms of Champions League, how big was they?
Yeah, massive. Every game that is massive for taking steps forward and confidence for the boys, the strikers, more goals now. See, we're picking up more points. So, yeah, all positive. And we've got to keep repeating that now. That's why this club repeating it and not getting too crazy. When we might win a few in a row, we can't at the foot off it, and that's it.
Okay, well, the player of the match is the immense Harry Maguire.
Top level, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Well done, guys.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Well played.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, on to Harry Maguire's role in a moment. But when you were winning titles, it was a squad game. There was lots of playing off the bench to have impacts. What of Scott McTominay? He's done it twice against at Old Trafford, scored at Molineux against Wolves, and then the match win. That's just in the Premier League this season.
Yeah, as he said, he made a good point. I just got to make sure I'm ready when he's needed. He's not a regular starter. He hasn't been for some time now. I think he probably got pigeonholed a little bit with Fred, where he was asked to control games in the centre of the pitch. I don't think it's his game. I always thought he was strong, he was quick, he was physical. He can get up and down. He can do everything as a midfield player, which a Man United midfield player should to do. And he's shown with Scotland especially that he could score goals. And he's starting to show that. He's done that for a good season now. But it's important the squad are ready. You know, the bench, big games, over a season. They sat watching, not just being away for areas, not just daydreaming. They have to really say, right, I'm going to go on, I'm going to affect this game. And then it's up to them. The manager say, look, I'm ready. I'm scoring and winning goals. I want to be playing this team. You can go and knock on the manager's door on a Monday morning and say, no, why aren't I playing? If you're not doing that, you've not got a case. There's nothing you can do. But Scott, he's been valuable. He's scored some valuable goals this season, and hopefully that'll continue to the end.
And he is doing that, Martin.
Yeah, he's kind of recognised where he can add something to the group, and he puts himself on the map. Because, you know, the frustration, you're not playing. The more and more you see him, he's arriving, isn't he, in the final third, like we've never seen him in the past. And there's a joy that's coming from that. And he cashes in. He's a big man when he comes onto that. I mean, Matty Cash probably should have tucked in a bit earlier, recognise the problem. But it's hell, you know, to stop him. And it's a wonder he gets in, great ball into him as well from Dalot. And he just came on it at the right time. And you've got to have that feeling. Manchester United used to be, didn't it, to be Cole and York, and then you bring Sheringham and Solskjaer off the bench, you know, and all it's just a barrage. You know, and you've got that quality. Look at the ball in, by the way. If you look at Mainu as well, his contribution here, lovely the way that he switches it from one foot to the other, puts it into the path, Dalot comes onto it. It's a lovely finish as well. So, I mean, really good, intricate bits of skill that's involved in this, but the desire, first of all, to get in there.
Absolutely. Scott McTominay, 7th goal of the season, Manchester United top scorer in the league. We've just heard Scott McTominay describe the delivery of his goal as unbelievable. The man who provided that cross, Diogo Dalot, is waiting to talk to us at Villa Park. Well done. Hype there for that delivery.
Yeah, I'm happy that was in those positions. I mean, we know how dangerous he is inside the box. I mean, when in the box, you just have to clip it there, and he did the hardest part.
Is that when you're in this kind of position, Diogo, and you've got somebody like him? It's nice to say it's not the first time he's done this. Is that all you do? Is put it in that area for him?
Yeah, especially in this last 10-15 minutes, we know that he likes to get in the box. We've seen some bits this season that came on and really did a good impact on the team, especially inside the box. And sometimes we need to try something different. I think we didn't do many crosses during the game, but as it comes, we know that we can extra man inside of the box, and we're happy that it was there to score the goal.
After Villa equalised, how much resilience did you need to show there at 1-1?
We needed to keep calm, I think. If we started to get a little bit nervous, the crowd was getting excited as well. We had to show really calmness on the ball, sometimes even too calm. But we needed this, attract them a little bit more and try to find the right spaces to keep playing. And I think the goal showed that the way that we played on the wing with good movements from Kobe, then fantastic with this right and left foot, good cross and good finish. I think it was a fantastic team goal.
Diogo, Paul Scholes, well done. Fantastic cross for the goal, first of all. I just wanted to ask you about your position today. You have been the full-back who has gone to midfield quite often. I don't think it seemed to happen today. You seem to position a lot more in right-back area. Was that because of the pace and skill that Aston Villa had in that areas?
Yeah, exactly that. We wanted to attract a little bit more Ramsey, just to try to give some space more to the midfielders. Also, we were predicting a little bit that they were expecting me to go to the midfield, so we were kind of thinking that if we were done that, they would already be ready for it. So we just tried to open a little bit more space for the midfield. Garnacho was coming inside and create out of the centre-back if he was going to jump on him or not, and then trying to find those little pockets. I mean, I think we had some good moments. I think we should find even more, but overall, I think the game plan was right.
Diogo, just wanted to say congratulations to you also. You've been there now a little while. You've started the last 14 games. Do you feel a sense of a better team spirit there with the new manager, Ten Hag? Is it different to the succession of managers that you've had there in the past?
Yeah, I feel we are in a good moment. I mean, I've been here long enough to understand good moments. They can last for a while. They can just for a few games. But this club is about winning games. I mean, if you win 3 games in a row, for that it doesn't mean nothing. You have to win the 4th, and they only get satisfied when we're back winning Premier Leagues, when we're back winning Champions Leagues and this type of trophies. That's where the club deserves to be, and to get there, we know it's a tough job, but we have to get there. This is the standard. We have to fight for it, but bring back And I think today we had a heavy brick to put in the wall, and I think we did it, and it was a fantastic win.
Absolutely. And just finally, how significant is it? Because your manager called it a cup final. If you'd lost today, you would have been 11 points off the top four. Suddenly, you're 6 off and 5 off Villa.
Yeah, I think we had a good week to prepare this game. I mean, sometimes when you play every 3 games, it's the schedule that they want to play, because that is that we are in everything. But when you have more time to prepare, you have this time to prepare, especially mentally. Okay, we have to do this. We have to get the plan right. We have to prepare for every scenario. And I think today we showed that even after conceding a goal, we were calm. We knew that we could score again, and on a tough place to come. I mean, this mid stadium, it's so tough to play here. Great atmosphere, and like I said, these 3 points. It's only 3 points, but for the season that Villa has been doing, I think it takes a little bit more than that.
Absolutely. Well done. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
There you go, Dallin, live at
their season. You know, because when you looked at it going into today, you thought, OK, Villa, just a point, we'll keep them in the top 4. And now, Manchester United, just 6 points outside the top 4. You know, I'm talking about playing in, you know, in the Europa League, and it might be the Champions League is still there for them. 6 points they've picked up against Villa in the head-to-heads recently. And that's turning their season around. And it always used to be, didn't it, in the past, a substitute player coming off the bench for Manchester United, and McTominay just showing it's a squad game now. You've got to keep going. I thought a few of those Man United players switched off second half, but they found a result from somewhere, and I think that's giving them a momentum now, and they can build upon that for the rest of the season.
No, yeah, I agree with that. Martin's changed his tune from Europa League before the game to the Champions League for United, which was
in the blink of an eye.
In the blink of an eye, 45, well, an hour, 90 minutes, and we're going to qualify for the Champions League. But no, I believed that before the game. I always thought we had the chance. Once we got those players back, and I'll keep going on about that, but I think it was important to get these players back, especially with the blended youth we've got now. We've got some real talented young players, and I think United, I think they'll finish above Tottenham and Villa. I think they'll catch the both in the end and finish 4th. I think they've got 5 out of the next 6 games are very winnable. Obviously, one of them's Man City. That I never feel comfortable watching United. It's
you don't look it either.
No, honestly, whenever I watch them, they give chances away all the time, and I didn't think Villa were going to score today because the keeper made that many saves, that many chances.
23 shots for the
Arsenal game today. Complete control. I know it's a different scoreline, a different game against a different team. Probably Villa are a much better team than West Ham. But you always feel there's a way where they're going to control the game, and it can feel comfortable at times, whoever they're playing against. Man United never feels comfortable. It always feels... I feel tired watching them at times. Please just keep the ball for 5 minutes. Don't let them have a kick. Have some control of the game.
They kind of stop. And you look at players and you look around and you think, if you're in that back line, you have to try and cajole people and get them to do more. Your Roy Keanes today would have been screaming at players. Rashford looked like he downed tools at one stage. He got him off the pitch just in time, to be fair. And then even Hojlund, you know, for the goal that they concede, what's he doing? He just stops. It's like they don't understand the importance of being there. So I think that could be better. The team message, the leadership on the pitch could be better. But I think, you know, you saw McTominay coming off the bench doing what he did. You saw Harry Maguire at the back, magnificent performance. And this is what you're relying on at the moment, inspiration from players. I still feel there's more to come as a team. And I think that's down to the manager to bring them together. Villa were creating far too much. It's far too easy to get at this defence. They get caught out from that. But they can build on this. They've got the coaches there to improve it. But it's not convincing. And it won't be for me until, well, I mean, I don't see them changing the manager anytime soon. And they've got to click as a group. But you can see Garnacho, little bits of trickery on the wing, improving the team. You can see the midfield, Mainu as well, Casemiro, nice little partnership forming. See these partnerships forming? And it's almost they're doing it on their own, but they don't seem to be completely a team.
So Manchester United in front from their only effort on target in that first half. Very open game, but let's look at the goal and look at the goal scorer. I mean, 5 successive Premier League games. He's full of confidence at the moment.
Yeah, he's in good form, the lad, and it's a proper centre-forwards goal as well. I think Maguire's been a big threat from set pieces, attacking set pieces, and you see Hojlund, a little bit of movement. He's always thinking about that second ball. He can't score from there, Maguire. He knows that he can only knock it down, and I think is it Watkins who plays him on side, and brilliant centre-forwards goal, and the lad's full of confidence.
Ollie Watkins appealing, but he was the one playing him on.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, ironically, another centre forward, which you don't really want in them positions, defending, I suppose, and he's the one plays him on side. But again, brilliant goal from Hojlund. I know it doesn't look a great goal because it's only 3 yards out, but it's really good centre forward play.
It's into Boxing Day, as you can see. 1 of 5 to have scored 5, and he's actually scored 5 goals from 8 shots in that period as well. Now, Paul mentioned Harry Maguire there. You saw a continual theme from the set piece. He's been a threat.
Yeah, I mean, I said I was bigging him up before the game. I've always been a big fan of Maguire, particularly for England. It's perhaps a strength they've not used enough at Manchester United, but today they certainly have. And this is the ball coming in here. Villa just don't. Kamara's picking him up or trying to. He doesn't seem to get it right at all. Look at him. There's a little bit of movement. He's heading that up across the goal. That's the diversion, and then you come onto it. And for the goal, obviously, he gets it bang on. Ball comes in, rises really high, and then, of course, the big man puts it away. So really important to their set pieces. And we talked, didn't we, earlier on about the Arsenal game, the importance of set pieces. We see it right across the board now, and Manchester United equally as good at that today.
And just a word on Villa. Only Burnley have conceded more goals from corners this season, so maybe Manchester United have done their homework there.
Yeah, and also I was worried about the high line from Villa. For me, it was the gambling. You know, we never used to keep a high line like that in the teams I played unless there was good pressure on the ball. And I think, you know, you wonder what the messages are. And they rode their luck a little bit. And Manchester United will probably get in again, actually, although they were letting Villa back into the game, weren't they, as the game unfolded and Villa had chances of their own. But Manchester United looked really dominant in the opening exchanges.
Yeah, but as Martin said, they have offered opportunities, United, at the other end.
Yeah, they do. They tend to do this in most games, to be honest with you. They don't defend brilliantly. I know they've got a clean sheet, but it seems to be that left-hand channel all the time as well, where they're getting in. We see Watkins there. I don't think he's quite aware of what's around him and who's behind him. I think he has a little bit more time than he thinks he has a little bit more time than he thinks, and it's not a great finish. Doesn't quite settle himself. I think this is the McGinn chance. Is a fantastic strike from McGinn. But I don't think I've seen a ball as hard as that for a long time. And it's a really good save from Onana, although it is close and you'd expect him to make that save. But Villa were creating chances. They're a good team at home. They will keep coming at you. And again, it's that inside left channel which seems to be a problem. Ramsey this time doesn't quite get himself set to. I can see what he's trying to do, what he's thinking of doing, trying to bend it into that back far corner. But just opens his body up and his body shape isn't quite right.
It's the open game we expected.
It is. And in that second half, the Villa players will be tackling the whole end. They've got Arsenal on the brain after those 6 goals today. And,
move on, Martin. It's the second game of the day.
They're a better team, let me tell you, when they attack the whole end. So I expect Villa just to go up a little bit, up a gear.
But United are still a threat at the other end at the same time.
Yeah, I think this is perfect for United now. I think having that goal lead, getting into half-time was important. And I think Villa will come out even stronger second half. They will give it a right go. But then that'll leave space, I think, for United. I think Hojlund, that's another great chance. He doesn't get his first touch right there. He takes it back into the defender. He gives him a chance. I think if his first touch in for him, he's got a good chance of scoring there. I think second half, I think it'll open up for United. I think on the counter-attack, there'll be spaces. And Garnacho, I think he's been a threat. I think he's been good on that right-hand side.
Looks much better on that side of the pitch.
He is much better on that side of the pitch, cutting in with his left foot. Decent effort, but it'd be difficult to score from that angle.
Rasmus Hojlund, the second youngest player ever to score in 5 successive Premier League games. The youngest, Nicolas Anelka, but Martin knew that already. Manchester United in front at half-time. Again.
It's Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 1 at half-time. Rasmus Hojlund with 5 in 5 now, and he's on fire.
Confidence, belief. I'm sure he believes he get every chance, and when he does, he can take them. Even here, we talk about movement. Yeah, Maguire does really well. The warning signs were there earlier. Good striker. We talk about movement. Sometimes you just got to maybe just look where he is. He just stood there. One-touch finish. Very simple, effective. United deserved it at the time. They were being really good in terms of set pieces. Stood there. Nice little finish. Lovely start.
So Rasmus Hojlund is in an onside position there, but could Aston Villa have done more, do you think, Paul?
I think so. I think Maguire's won virtually every header that's come into the box. I think every header. I know Roy was saying Kamara is standing on him, but he's not the man he's just trying to get in his way, make sure he doesn't get a run. But someone else has got to get across. Got to get across and stop that, because he has won every header. And why he wins that header, people stay alive. Hojlund stays alive. He knows someone's going to win it. McGinn loses him a bit, spins McGinn, and then McGinn gets caught with the ball. So, yeah, they're a threat from corners. They've been a threat.
Bit of a question mark as to whether or not the corner should have been given. Casemiro is in an offside position here. He gets up. You could argue the toss whether he challenges